Hey guys, Sandy here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing day 4 in my December project, and I'm going to be using this stencil, some glittery reindeer, some washi, some puffy stickers, and this is going to be in a 6x8 page protector. So let's see what I can do. Alright guys, so I am starting off with my embossing ink pad. And I am just rubbing around the edges of my 6x8 piece of paper that I am using as my base for this day's page. So I am just using as little embossing powder as possible, trying not to make a huge mess on this bad boy. So that is what I am doing there. Anyway, I am going to use my heat tool to heat up the embossing powder around the edges. Now, I did not let my heat tool heat up beforehand, so it is really close to the paper. You don't have to hold it that close to the paper. As a matter of fact, I have been told in the past I don't need to hold it that close to the paper. I know, guys, I know, but I like it. I feel like it's closer to the magic and I'm making the magic happen. So that's just what I do. If it bugs you, I'm sorry. You don't do it, I'm gonna probably keep on doing it. So I go ahead, got my gold inked edges around, or my gold embossed edges around there now. My hands are moving a lot because I am on the phone with Christopher. So now I am figuring out what I want to do here on this paper. I know I want to use the dotty trees, and the one tree, the medium tree on the dotty tree stencil, is sized perfectly for a 6x8 paper here. So that is what I am going to add onto it. And I'm thinking that that little square will be, you know, off to the right side of my tree, and it'll be perfect. I'm going to use some purple tape to cover up the stump of the tree and also the star. And then I'm using that embossing ink pad and I'm just pushing it through the circles here. So I am wiggling it a little bit when I push it down, but I'm not spreading it across the stencil. That way I'm going to get as little as possible of bleed through the circle, because I don't want that to happen. I am going to use that ultimate Christmas embossing mix that I came up with the other day when I mixed all of my Christmas embossing powders together, and it turns out pretty great. I actually love the effect that happened on this tree. So I am going to let that sit here for a second. And what am I doing? What am I doing? I think I was adding a little bit of embossing to the corner. Or maybe I am actually heating the I'm heating it now. Oh my word, you guys, you don't get to see the magic. It's off to the side. Ugh, how frustrating. Okay, so the magic is happening, I promise. It's just not happening very much on camera. Wow. Sandy, do better. So I'm going to just go ahead and heat that up to make sure that the embossing powder gets embossed everywhere. There's glittery bits, there's red bits, green bits, gold bits, you name it, in this kind of homemade mixture of embossing powder it turned out. So there are a little bit of variations in the dots, and I kind of love it. So I have this square card, and this is where I'm going to journal. I am going to add a different kind of star on the top of the tree instead of embossing through it. And then I'm going to just add a tiny little bit of adhesive down so that I can get this square piece on the tree. And then I am using a liquid adhesive to get the glitter reindeer down, because there is glitter, there is texture, and the liquid adhesive grips in those nooks and crannies and does it a little bit better. Now, I was trying to bring back in those large numbers because remember, I've only used one number out of here, and I decided that they weren't all going to be the same number in this album, but I do want some of these numbers on here. And I thought, wow, a 6x8 page would be the best size page to use these larger numbers. And do I do that on this one? No, I don't, but it's fine, you guys. It's totally fine. I do end up using the khaki colored 4, and fun fact, it's in the shape of a triangle, so I thought that went great with my tree here. And then I was going to try to bring in some hearts or something else, and ultimately I don't. I do journal about Christmas trees here and how much I love them because I am a Christmas tree fan. They make me happy, you guys. Decorated Christmas trees, cone Christmas trees, you name it, I love me a Christmas tree. So I'm journaling about that, and then I will have pictures of my Christmas trees this year following it. I'm not sure if it'll be an extension of this day or it will be another day's story, but they will be there. I'm also going to add some black pin marks around the outside, just because I thought it needed that extra little bit. And then I pull in some Paper House puffy stickers. This one says Very Merry, or feels merry? No, Very Merry. I'm pretty sure it says Very Merry. And then I'm going to tuck in a little puffy circle shape here that is in, it's in the shape of a circle, but it does have a Christmas tree on it. And that, yep, it says Very Merry. Okay, guys, that is going to do it for this layout. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope your December is treating you well, and I will see you guys again real soon for another video.